Anybody find me somebody to love?
Oh, and does the Seaman think he found him somebody to love? And that person is none other than Rami Malek. Oh, good God, man. Was he just captivating tonight? Blew my mind. I expected a big performance from Rami Malek. I didn't even see Rami Malek in this movie. He disappears immediately. It's unbelievable. And what the last 20 minutes of this movie gave me, man, I just had a musical religious experience, man. Let me tell you, the last 20 minutes is everything a Queen movie needs to be. It's spellbinding. It's captivating. If you've never seen that band live, you get to experience it in a way that just watching videos can't, especially in IMAX, man. IMAX, or I'm sure if it's in Dolby, man, jack it up, man. You want the theater to shake, and that's exactly what this movie did. I loved it. So pull up a chair, man. I'm not gonna waste any more time. Take a seat. I just saw Bohemian Rhapsody, man. It's Thursday night, opening night. Just came out of the first show at Palisades. I love this movie, man. Look, when I saw the scores on Rotten Tomatoes, I was shocked. Right? Because it was so obvious that we were going to get something so special from Rami Malek. And I thought he delivered more than I thought he could have delivered. It was wild to watch. Like, Freddie's voice is what you're hearing, but like, you genuinely believe it's coming out of Rami Malek's mouth. Like, he becomes Freddie Mercury in a way that I don't necessarily know was possible. It was just unreal. I really felt like I just like got to experience a bit of Queen like live, a band that I could never experience live, and it was all the things that you would want musically from this movie are there. I love seeing the way they make some of the songs. You're getting to see Bohemian Rhapsody, obviously, and a couple of the other ones. I really dug seeing how that comes to be. Whether it was the band kind of fighting and pushing each other to get to a song, or fighting and a song stopping it. It was cool to see all that stuff. And like I said, Rami Malek is front and center the whole movie, right? I mean, this is really Freddie's story. And, it's kind of the relationship of Queen, right? Queen is the whole. It's all four. Queen is Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, John Deacon. But everybody talks about Freddie Mercury, right? And that's the thing. This movie is about Queen, man. It's about the music, and the music is the heart and soul of the movie. But Rami Malek drives the car. In just an absolutely amazing way, man. He has a scene outside in the rain that's just award-winning, man. Like, if he wins anything big, you're gonna look back to that scene and go, that was where he did it. And it's right when it needs to happen. It's the best moment from him until the end. You know what I mean? And I mean, right from the very beginning, man. I mean, the way he bursts on screen right at the beginning, he just immediately takes the wheel and drives this thing in a way that is just so fun. Getting to watch the evolution of Freddie Mercury, I thought was really, really cool. And I thought they did just the right amount of getting into his personal life, right? Freddie was a very, private individual back in a time when you could be private. And that all comes to a head at points in the movie, right? Where he's confronted with his privacy. And I thought it did a good job of giving you what you needed to know, but not overdoing anything. And what you really get from this movie is all in Rami Malek, man. I mean, what he does emotionally, what he emotes throughout the movie, I mean, he tells so much more than words could say. And just his facial expressions and you can tell the experience that he had becoming Freddie Mercury, and it's so clear because it feels like he's Freddie. But like I said, man, this is a team, thing, and it's not just about Freddie Mercury, man. Everyone talks, and it's not just about Freddie Mercury. It's not just about Rami Malek, who looks exactly like Freddie Mercury. But Gwynlyn Lee also looks exactly like Brian May, and he's fantastic, man. I mean, the whole band, they don't get as much screen time, but every time they have moments, They nail them, man. And especially, like I said, they all really peak at the back end of this movie, man. I mean, there's a moment where we're going back and forth to like Brian and some of the other band members as they're watching what Freddy's doing and watching what's happening in front of them, and what they're showing. And the emoting in this movie is phenomenal. So much more is said through facial expressions and emotions than words and just script. And I love that from the cast. And then Lucy Boynton, who plays Mary Austin. Her relationship with Freddy, it's tragic and it's heartbreaking and it's so real. And her relationship on screen, it captures that so well. What Lucy Boynton and Rami Malek do, their chemistry is so good, and I think it totally captured what what Mary was for Freddy, and what it meant for Mary, from Mary's point of view too, for who Freddy was. And they really explore that, I thought, in ways that were really, really solid. So you're hearing all these good things, right? I mean, and then, like I said, the music is riding co-pilot, man. Remi's driving this thing, and the music is just everywhere, and it's wonderful. It's everything you want to hear. But like I said, they dive into Freddy's story. You get into some of his personal stuff. You get into his family, getting to see him and his family. I bet you there is a load of people that are going to watch this movie and go, what? I love that stuff. There's such an emotional scene with his father. Oh, man. Really, really, oh, God, so good. Just got me. There were moments in this movie that definitely get you. And like I said, the end just builds to a place where you just are almost overcome with the emotion that everybody has going on. Whether it's the band, Freddy, the hundreds of thousands of people that you're watching enjoy the music. You get all of that. But the one thing I will say about the movie, as well as it does all those things, it really is kind of surface-based when it comes to the band. You don't get to see any of the band members' home lives, right? I mean, we talked about Gwynlyn Lee, but Ben Hardy as Roger Taylor, really, really good, man. He nails it. But again, just on screen a little bit. And when he's on screen, he kills it. Joseph Mazzello, who plays John Deacon, I think does everything you want from Deke in the movie. But you don't get to see anything from them outside of the studio. You don't get really to see much of their personal lives. Their wives pop in and out a couple times, and they're talked about. But you don't really dive in too much into their story as a band. But at the same time, the movie delivers it in a way where you totally get the sense that they're a family, and they fight and bicker like they're a family and push themselves to be better. So I thought, yeah, okay, you probably could have gotten some more there, but I don't think you kill the movie for that, because it's just so much fun. I mean, if you don't walk out, like, just having a good time, man, I mean, you're a crazy person, and I had a crazy fun time at the movies tonight, man. I mean, the crowd was fun, you're singing, people are gonna sing in the theater, and that's what you want at a Queen movie. You really feel like you're at a concert. I thought Bryan Singer did a good job of capturing that, and, say what you will. If you want to crush the movie because it didn't really dive into the band so much, so be it. But I thought it did tell a really good story, and when it had to tell a story, it told and showed good stuff, man. I thought we got a really decent look inside of what it was like to be Freddie Mercury. So that's it, man. Like I said, I love this movie. I had such a good time. I had so much fun singing along, being in a crowd that was having a good time. I hope that happens for everybody that goes and sees the movie. Now it's your turn, man. If you have seen the movie, let me know what you're thinking, man. Hit those comments down below. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. Would you have liked to have seen more, deep in on the Queen band stuff? Or are you glad that we got as much music as we got and as much Freddie, story as we got? Let me know how you liked how all that played or didn't play. And if you haven't seen the movie, has the Seaman enticed you? I mean, I don't think I need to. I mean, I think Rami Malek playing Freddie Mercury should entice you enough. So tell me if you're going to go see it, if you're psyched, if you're not psyched. Let me know what you're thinking down below. As always, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe and little bell so you get alerts every time the Seaman makes a new video. For the Seaman's Cinema Sit Down, I'm the Seaman, and I'm signing off to a little Queen, baby. Woo!
Hey, you like the Seaman's videos? Well, why don't you click on this one and hit that subscribe button there? Yeah!